What's up, everyone? This is Jordan here, and I'm just going to create a quick video today on how to use ListSource for finding direct mail marketing leads for real estate investors, whether you're wholesaling or rehabbing. It's just a good way to find specific property types that you're looking for. So with ListSource, it was a little confusing to me at first, but just a few minutes playing around with it, you kind of get the hang of it. So there are some kind of quick searches that they have for you, kind of this like little quick list here. Absentee owners, estimated equity, that sort of stuff. But it's really easy to just build your own list real quick. So that's what we're going to do here. So you just click on build your list. You can go ahead and name it if you want to. I'm not sure if this is exactly the spot to do it. It doesn't look like it is, but you can eventually do that. So the very first thing is that these are all tabs here that you can use to narrow down your search results. And you don't necessarily want to have, 100,000 addresses that come up in your search results, depending on what level you're at as far as your marketing is concerned. A few hundred would probably be a pretty decent little list. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to search the geography. And essentially, to me, there are three main ones that you can use. That's going to be city, county, or zip code. So, and if you want to know how to find the zip codes in your area, I just searched like zip code map and found this. It's pretty easy to understand. I mean, you can just zoom in and zoom out and see all of the surrounding zip codes in your area. So you can just grab, one or two, select your state here. For me, obviously, it's going to be California. And let's just throw in a few zip codes here. So I've got 3 zip codes in there. You can see my count already is 33,000, which I don't want to list that large. Obviously we haven't put any other criteria in yet, but that's still a huge list. So now that we have our geography, you can basically just skip over mortgage because it defaults to all mortgages. And next thing you want to go to is property type. So let's say, for example, you want to locate high equity absentee owners. So you'll go to equity percentage, and you can either use pre-selected ones or just type in your own. Let's say I would want to do 40 to 100%. Just click add, and already from 33,000 we're down to 16,000 now. So another thing I want to do is go to property type, and we're just going to do this is a preset selection. So essentially what this does is if you click on this, it's going to select every single family residence category. And if you click add, these are all the ones that go into that pre-selected category. So I don't necessarily want all these. I only want single family residence. And that's what SFR is. You'll also hear it be referred to as single family home, but it's essentially the same thing. So now that we have property type selected as well, as you can see, it didn't really narrow it down too much. We're still at 13,000 now. But one more, let's see my notes here. Equity property type, that's about all I want to do in this area. So next we're going to go to demographics. Actually, cancel that. We're not going to do that. We want to go to options. And what we want to find in options is absentee-owned. And you see that dropped it dramatically down to 1,500. You can also choose in-state or out-of-state owners. So if I wanted to just do out-of-state, absentee-owned, high-equity listings, I would deselect in-state owners, and now my list is down to 104. That's a pretty good list. Some people may want more, some people may want less, but there's a very specific list so that you can cater your direct marketing campaign to those people specifically. So once you are there, if you hit save criteria, this is where you can save your list. If you are already signed up, you don't have to fill out all of this stuff. I am, so I don't need to fill that out. But essentially, oh wow, that just completely erased my old progress. Okay, so don't save criteria and then back out of it. I wonder if I move forward here, if it'll. I'm just gonna put in my information, see if it comes up again. There's one that I saved earlier. Yeah, no, it deleted my list, which is okay. But essentially, here's a list that I had saved from earlier, high equity absentee owners. And once I'm ready to purchase it, I just select purchase list. And you can see that the cost at this point in time is $112.31. It's actually funny because that was a little bit lower before that, but one thing you also want to make sure to check is remove duplicate property mailing addresses. Brings it down a little bit, and just kind of make sure that the quality of the information that you receive is up there. So once you're there, you hit continue to check out, put in your credit card information, and you're good to go. So I hope this helps some people. It helped me to get started, just to kind of play around with it a little bit. But if you have any questions, feel free to comment below or hit me up on other social media. Take care, guys.